Hey everyone, I have just finished Batman Year 1, written by Frank Miller and drawn by David Mazzucchelli, I'm going to say. And this is going to be spoilery, okay? So if you haven't read this one, I would recommend that you go out and get it. It is more than worth a read, but the entire way through this, I had flashes of like, oh, that's what they were thinking when they wrote Batman Begins. Like, this is where they got that. This is where they did this. Like, that was the reason that came in, and it didn't detract from me reading this. I thought Batman gets a bit of a bad deal in this. Like, he's not quite the Batman that I like and expect in my Batman readings. He's not quite so well prepared, and I think that was done. I mean, they stay at the back. At the back, you get this bizarre but marvellous thing where you get the drawings in concept, and you get the script, which, even though I've read this before, I do not honestly remember seeing this before. And the comic book script is just fascinating to look at. Never have I ever. The drawing is so far beyond me, I'm not even going to go there. But the way a comic book is scripted is fascinating. I wouldn't personally, I mean, if I was just going to make it from the ground up, I wouldn't have done it like this. I find it a bit bizarre, but it's fascinating to see. Like, you get to see Miller and whoever else who's involved in adjusting the scripts, like put notes on the page and change things and put extras in, and just fascinating to see, really. And then you get the artist at the end talking about the work he's done and what was changed and so on. But yeah, a very good graphic novel, and an exceptionally heavy influence on Nolan and the Batman trilogy that he ended up doing. I mean, you get the stuff about Bruce Wayne going on the motorbike to do stuff as Bruce Wayne rather than Batman. It's an interesting situation that happens here. I'd rather not spoil it if you haven't seen it, but like in the film In the Dark Knight, where he says he can't use the Batmobile during the daytime and gets on his motorbike, and the end, if I can flick to it accurately. Oh, and that last couple of pages reminded me that the Batman Bruce Wayne in this is based off Gregory Peck, which I thought was interesting. It did kind of look familiar, but now I know why. Yeah, this end bit here is Gordon waiting to tell Batman that the Joker has made himself known for the first time, which is the end of the film, Batman Begins, which I'm sure you all know. But yeah, Batman Year 1, really enjoyed. To be quite honest, it's quite short. All this stuff at the back kind of bulks it out. Like, if you look at the page difference, that's what I'm holding is the graphic novel in a trio, I think it is. Or it could be a quad, don't quote me. and then all that stuff at the back, which is interesting, and I've read most of it, but yeah, I don't know, perhaps I just like longer format these days. I have read far more books this side of my reread than I had when I first read Batman Year One. So yeah, that's all I got. See you around.